Massive. The Big Massive Podcast. Yo, the Big Massive Podcast. Oh, the Massive Podcast by day, Big Massive by night. Only Massive, you know I'm only Massive. Big Massive Podcast.
Running
Shush, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Massive Podcast, and I am going to give you my dyslexic update, or dyslexic introduction.
Yeah.
So today's guest is a man from Derry who's gone from singing locally in the Northwest to performing in front of massive audiences in the biggest venues around. Niall Cook. He's performed at Wembley Arena, the Three Arena in Dublin, Alexander Palace, and the Millennium Forum most recently, and we'll get chatting about that in a minute. And he's also had the honour of singing the Irish national anthem for the president, wee Michael D. Higgins. Do you know wee Mick?
I do, yeah.
He's been on the X Factor and performing in front of cunts like Simon Cowell and who was. Cunt wasn't down here, but anyway. So what a talent, what a voice, and welcome to the Big Massive Podcast, Conor.
Conor.
Thank you for having me.
McGinty.
Thanks for having me. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Fresh out of the brandy well.
Fresh out of Brandy.
What was the crack, yeah?
Madness. Pure and utter madness. Good
So for
crack.
people who don't know, there was a football match in the Brandywell, Derry City against
CSK Sofia.
Sofia. Bulgaria.
a Bulgarian team,
Bulgarians,
a right-wing racist. Like there's videos going viral now of them doing the
Neo-Nazi, like.
neo-Nazi salutes and stuff. So were you at the match, Conor?
I was at the game. I've been going to Derry now for nearly 21 years, like season ticket holder. We were sitting 3 blocks away from their fans, like. It was madness. I think it was the most hostile environment I've ever been at in the Brandywell, like.
And you're there most matches.
Aye, I'm there every week, like.
Fair play to this church, you know. That must,
I said the
must
same.
have been scary enough.
I said the same. Like, you know, the security needs looked at in the Brandywell. Like, seriously, it needs resourced better. But the stewards last night,
The stewards are
you know, they
a
were
family
just-
from the
Did you
Valley
see them
coming.
breaking the line in this church? And the
it was
fair
mental.
play to them for standing their ground.
we actually ended up on the pitch because everybody felt that unsafe.
That's right.
Get on
So
the
there was a
pitch.
section. So they were like the ultras.
Their
there was-
ultras were, there was 400 of them.
And see them, they were going up. Was it Waterloo Street when they were just
Waterloo
like,
Street, they were-
man, about 50 of them just whoo.
The police gave them a fan zone on Waterloo Street and they were wearing tops. And the back of tops is, we're not here to watch the football. And, do you know,
The top says we're not here.
we're not, there's the photos there, we're not here to watch the football. And they spent the whole week before the match on CSK Sofia's official pages online calling Derry City people like inbreds and
Right.
all this
English?
mad English.
So they're throwing out
peasants.
facts and then coming over here.
No,
See the stewards too. Is that a family from the Valley coming? Just one you up and look after this handle. But so
crazy.
like this is the mad thing about it. Imagine that was 30 years ago. They wouldn't have got on the
No.
Brandywell.
No.
There would have been a few boys waiting outside.
Pepper bombs on the way out.
That would have been
They were
hectic.
saying before too, like the first time since '85 that the police have been on like inside Brandywell ground. That's how bad it was. Like, I've been at Lumfield games in Munster Park where we've been like stoned going through that cage under the stand.
Yeah.
I've been at Lumfield games in the Brandywell and Satanta Cup years ago when the Satanta Cup was going, like, and them Bulgarians made Lumfield fans look like fairies. Like, they really.
Oh,
did. It's
they were one unit, weren't they? They were just like one, and they were looking to fight. There was a Strabane man took on 2 or 3 of them that we heard, didn't we?
Who was that? You? Is that why you were in the glasses?
Big Ginger. I wouldn't say his full name, but Big Ginger, a friend of ours, says that it was Killer Be Killed.
Right.
I always told that like he really managed to take out 2 or 3 of them, and then we seen the footage.
Just the boy was
Boy
pushed.
pushed him. And then he just got out of shot. So now there's memes going around him. I'm battering everybody like Bruce Lee and
And the WhatsApps.
You know what? They did bring them down by the. So the Oak Grove had like a fan zone too.
So the Oak's your standard night. All your Brandywell Pride are there, like Block J, who sit right beside where the away fans sit.
Brandywell Pride. Is that all gays? Come on, Derry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That'll go down well. Let's get the rollers. Ooh, the candy strips.
No.
You tucking yours in? Oh, fuck. See, that's what happens. Sometimes you just... Anyway, welcome to the Big Massive Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
But before we move on about that, but it's interesting to hear more about what happened. So I'm sort of we have 2 friends at work that are season ticket holders as well. So that's all they wanted to talk about this morning. And then I was seeing clips and stuff. So they were looking to fight at the top of, where was it, near the courts?
They had pre-planned to come to the Oak Grove because they knew that's where, these days you stick it on the AIE, where's Derry City fans' bis for before
Right.
games, and it's like Oak Grove, George's Bar, somebody
Right.
Waterloo Street, Patter. So the police gave them a fan zone on Waterloo Street, and then they knew they were coming to the Oak Grove to fight. So instead of the police rerouting them, easier said than done now. Like maybe
Yeah.
they thought that was the right thing to do at the time, is give them a police escort, but they could have took them along the Foyle Road. Look away
Surely
from
when they're doing Nazi salutes, attacking locals, they shouldn't get into the match then.
100%.
How did they get them?
My mum was up at town with my wee brother before yesterday, and she phoned me at like 2:00. You're not taking Darryl the match, are you? Because my wee boy's a season ticket holder. She says, no, he's not going tonight. She says, I've seen too much stuff this week online. Like, she says, I've just walked past Primark. She says, and they're all shouting Hitler stuff, and they're full, and they're falling around the place. Hitler stuff. Do you know?
Well, so what's the Bulgaria background? What's the links to Nazism or what?
Well, it's Eastern Bloc, like. It's Eastern in Europe, like.
Right. Suppose every country's got
Actually, I think
really
I'm
neo-Nazi.
trying to see this thing I found today about that, actually, because there was a.
Would Bulgaria have been a German ally? And
I'm not too sure, but I know that Derry fans put up a. Have it here somewhere. I was looking at it today. They put up a poster thing, or not a poster, one of them typos, and it was a spectres haunting
Right.
Europe. And then it was like the oak leaf, and then that symbol underneath it. But I
So
think
I wonder,
that there's
was there normal fans there that were probably embarrassed by all this?
100%.
Was there?
99% of Derry fans just want to come watch the football and enjoy
the
it.
Emmons?
No, but
I've seen a few, not much. A few people saying that they let down their country and all, but
Didn't look like it.
let them down every week.
you know,
And then at least Derry beat them, didn't they? They get through. What?
wanker.
What was the score? No way.
They were bit, you mad
Were
man.
they?
Bit off the pitch, bit on.
We bit them on the pitch the first half, and then
This is what I heard. Do you
and
know
then
what?
that happened, and the whole thing stopped for 17 minutes, and
They brought, so didn't some Derry fans have to be brought onto the pitch?
we all had well, not all of us, but look,
You're sick.
I wasn't for staying.
Aye.
We a Bulgarian run that menu.
Aye.
I'm not a fighter. Like I was on the pitch, just getting the safety.
See the ones that were breaking in, were they put out?
Not, I don't think so, because
They were doing
them security
kick timing
guards.
and kicking.
Them security guards aren't.
I know some of
They,
them. They're
they
just like,
put
boys, hey, do you want £40? What are you doing Tuesday?
like, and if you think about it too, like all them sanctions UEFA give Derry and CSK today, what they're going to pay out now in fines
They should have
could have
got...
paid for maybe 5 years of proper security in the brand.
Like
Do you know what I mean?
that's the running theme that I'm hearing from Derry City
crazy,
fans
like.
is security. Because I would say them boys didn't have no big health and safety planning meeting at the start of the match.
Well,
They're just lads.
Just get
high
a
vis,
high
right.
vis certificate.
I do think Derry's doing a lot of good to it. The minute, like, the new pitch and all, they put 1.4 million on that Philbert already.
Looks
and
class.
it's amazing. A new screen the Simpsons have put up, and
But you see, when you're talking about security, like even butchers aren't allowed to really engage. Like it's all
Oh, you're just a
it's all
barrier.
de-escalation and barrier,
And
and
stop people from jumping
so-
on.
so Derry fans in Bulgaria last week, they turned up the stadium and there was riot police lined 4 and 5 the whole way around the pitch and up the
police
stands. That's
presence,
done properly, like, and there was no bother.
I
you know,
that's what I'm saying. So
The Bulgarians had a free for all here. Like, it was like, let's go to Derry and wreck a
class.
place. Happy
They
days.
have good weather and everything.
Good weather
England,
for it.
England came to the Aviva. It wasn't last year, the year before. They kept the English fans in the stadium for half an hour after, and then they walked them down the street. But man, we were standing outside, and one of the Irish fans just shouted something, and he was battered by the guards,
Instant.
taken away, gone.
Aye.
Just riots, just battered him and took him away.
It's even when you go on holidays, you always see the Irish boys go on holidays and they do something in a Spanish country and it takes one bad look and they're locked up and,
Aye.
threw away. Like,
Just
here it's like, go for it. Like,
That's your
do you know,
fair to get-
it's an invitation for them. Like.
aye. So
And
that's
then
what
that give them the whole crack up on the fountain. And last night too in Bishop Street, it was like, oh well, the Bulgarians are doing it, so we'll do it too.
So what happened then?
So down Bishop Street, outside Bishop's Gate, the Derry fans, obviously some of the ultras went and were looking for the Bulgarians.
Aye.
Apparently they were staying in Bishop's Gate.
Right.
The nice ultras, the
dead on.
the dead on ultras could afford Bishop's Gate,
Ultrasound.
but they weren't there. So the fountain people from the Fountain Estate and the Orange Hall came out and
That
they went
clash
for
then.
the Derry ones, and then went for it. Like,
Such a
it's
mess.
mad. And
then
it
you
takes
know
away
what?
from a really good night too. Like,
Aye, but ultimately too, nobody died.
Because Blee said the match was really good.
you what?
Blee said the match was good.
He doesn't know who Blee is.
Oh, Niall Blee. No, the match was the match was fantastic. Like, it was great.
You know Nobly, don't you?
I know the name. I was a season ticket holder with Derry.
Because I
Road told me before the podcast.
Blee told him.
But he said it was a good match.
That was brilliant. Best
So I heard
atmosphere
it was
ever in the Brandywell I've ever seen since I've been going. Do you know, I'm going since I'm 12.
I remember I was doing security bouncer up in the bound for Boston,
You were.
and it was Derry against PSG.
2006, Paris Saint-Germain.
No, was it?
No, in the Brandywell.
Aye, the Brandywell.
Killian Brennan hit the
I
crossbar.
remember going, fuck, it was PSG. It was a big team. Even back then, they were a big name. Like,
But you even,
didn't win anything back then.
you even think back to that game, like their ultras are called Latisse Falco. That's
Were you
their-
at that match?
Oh, aye. Their ultras are Latisse Falco. That's the name of their ultras group. And they're like synonymous around Europe for being ultras, like.
Aye.
And Derry and them got on like a house on fire. Loved each
Right,
other.
right.
They're still in contact.
Because if
Do
you
know-
think even if you land, let's go, kill the place, and then you land, all the locals are dead on you,
Aye.
and feeding you and drinking all day, you'd be like,
know.
fuck it. Let's hang up our racist boots for
So the Derry Pride
weekend.
got on well with him.
Brandywell Pride got on like amazing with the PSG
Pride.
fans.
Well
The Pride
played.
looked so good.
Come on, the candy sticks.
George, we'll start talking George's Bar Supporters
Candy
Club
canes.
instead.
No, what?
We'll talk about the George's Bar Supporters Club instead from now on.
But PSG, so that would have been the Europa League.
That was the UEFA Cup at the
UEFA
time.
Cup at the
UEFA,
time, so they wouldn't have been doing that well. And so,
They had sort of, it was before their rise.
They
They
turned
turned
into
prominence. Like, but they're
Aye.
still a big name in Europe back in.
oh, they were? Because I remember going, Jesus, PSG. You know what I mean?
And Gothenburg that year
Paris.
too. And we
remember
hammered
that one.
Gretna 5-1 out in Fir Park.
Back then, days too, you had Celtic coming over and doing testimonials and Man United and
Barcelona.
stuff like that too. Barcelona.
Ronaldinho.
That's right.
Ronaldinho was over.
He was on playing too, wasn't he? for-
I was at that. I was doing steward. at that.
2000 that was.
Back when the security was good.
On the real Stewarts.
Maybe they should give you a shout. Maybe get you back on again.
You Bob McKillian or something?
It was,
I think he poured red sauce over my head or something for some reason. Bob is a fucker.
That sounds about right.
You sound to be great company, hey?
Oh, great about. That's what happened. We met each other when we were on the
Paris,
recess.
just before my concert. And
Just before the big concert.
we had
in the
friends
Millennium
over
Forum.
and from England. We met in holidays, and you know when you have people where you want to show them around the town and let them see the good side of Derry, like you know. But the concert was on a Sunday, so I was sort of trying to take it easy, and then the crack was that good. I was like, I'll have a few beer.
You were singing the next.
I was in the Millennium on the Sunday, so I had to take it easy on the. Was this a Saturday?
Was that the Saturday? Was it?
Or the
So
Friday?
oh, you were a week
Saturday,
later.
yeah.
No, it was a
next
it was
day?
no, it was a Friday. I was out.
Was it
I think I
Friday?
met
You were
you
down,
on Friday,
down the town. It was a Friday.
Aye.
We went down to do
So I was
videos and it
drinking
rained.
glasses of water every second Southern Conference just to
'cause
keep
you're
myself
2 days
right.
later, you
We had the
could've-
best crack ever.
Imagine, but you singing and you mouthing the whole night, waking up.
Ah,
The
purposely
full Millennium Forum waiting for you to sing.
purposely kept it down.
I'll never know.
Kept myself. You never know. I said
Here.
that too. And
So we'll go past everything. We'll just go straight to the Millennium Forum. That was your most, not your biggest audience, but your
biggest solo concert.
Solo concert.
720. So
How did it feel?
amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was brilliant. It was just some buzz. Like
It's brilliant.
some room.
That room there is one of the best in the country.
It's brilliant.
It's the way it's built. You
The
see,
way
it's all
set
up.
out.
You can look out to people. and
There's actually a debate going on during the week here in the local paper, Derry Journal, about apparently at the time when they built it, it was a whole uproar about the location. People were saying it was a disgrace where it was been put and all, and
parking.
Why?
because of the city centre and bang in the middle of.
There's a story behind
I think it's
that.
brilliant though.
Bleed toilets.
You don't believe.
But you know, apparently, if they were going to do a theatre, it had to be inside the walls. So there is no parking. Like,
No, somebody made a great point though. If you had to put it Fort George or somewhere in the town, all these theatres around the country that are located like that, they're empty.
aye.
And then they fill up at night for the where
Well,
the
this, and
Millennium's a
not
hub,
only the
like, it's-
footfall past it between
yeah, the advertising and the
the two
marketing
biggest
and-
shopping centres in Derry, so
That's
you're
up there.
always getting it.
I
And
think it's a perfect location. But it's a beautiful building.
oh, it's great.
was
You're
amazing,
glad
like-
now. It was just the access of what I was thinking they should have did some sort of contract with the big car parking next door.
Outside?
Outside, you get everything. You're locked
I
in.
think they do keep it open lit now.
Do they?
it's
Well, I remember the
show
last time I
nights or
had to
something.
get out of there for a certain time.
I think it's
usually
half
11,
10 or 11
half 10,
or something
11,
like that.
something like that.
But it would make sense because then there's money to be made and then it would fill for big shows and stuff like that there. But it reminds me of that famous one in Belfast that I do. It's the same sort of setup.
Opera House?
Opera House. Did you ever do there?
Never.
Class as well.
Plan is they try and get up next year.
Class. You should. That's go to Belfast and do something up
100%,
there because you'd be more exotic away from your own town. So I've noticed
I know.
people love it in Belfast as well. You
You
would
look exotic.
him or me?
You.
Right on.
Bulgarian.
Now you're talking.
Neo-Nazi.
Hey,
Was that having the videos last night? That's
Get your foot.
that's somebody have the glasses on today.
keep me out of that shit.
But it's
I don't want nothing to do with any of that.
Jesus.
That's not me doing that. It's just coke. Just get rid of the tin. So how did it all start out being the music? Because this is our third Derry artist now, is it?
So many singers in Derry.
But there's that. I'd say you, Jordan O'Keefe, and Conor McLean would be the main.
Connor's flying.
Conor
Conor is flying.
And Conor's opening for
James Arthur.
James Arthur.
And Conor, I know Conor really well. We both did so our stories are pretty similar. So we both did a radio show competition in Derry called The Drive Factor, which was Drive 105. It's a community station. You sang on the radio every week. People voted, text on. And then the final was held in the Millennium Forum. So his final was in the Millennium and he won it. And my final was in the Everglades and I won it a year after each other. And you get $5,000 for winning it. So that was like speakers, mixing desk, mics.
What year was this?
2000 and what? What are we now? 2026? 2013, I think.
Jesus Christ.
It's
a while back.
So
what age are you?
I'm 31. But I only started singing at 18, which is crazy.
What do you mean? Did you know you could sing?
Oh, aye.
And then you just.
So growing up, I came from like a musical enough house family as such. Like, you know, everybody was on the music. My dad was on the music. He was on the Paul Brady, U2,
Strabane Man.
Thin Lizzy, Strabane Man. All the good artists. Really, really good. Like,
But that is a good
and
lineup.
that was on my head all the time growing up. And then I developed my own interest in like the Script and the One Republic and, you know, U2 as well. But I could listen to John Denver. I could listen to like
John
Luke
Denver's
Combs.
brilliant as well,
You know. But I grew up anyway, just singing in my room, knowing I could sing, but never had the confidence to do it in front of people. My mum and dad used to say that when I was like 5 or 6, they used to put me up in the fireplace in front of my granny's sister. She was called Tishy. Tishy, that's like a Derry. Tishy Glacken.
Tishy
What a
Glacken.
name, like.
Get up there and
My
sing
granny
for
was
your Tishy.
Madeline Glacken. I said, get up and sing, how much is that? Or Little Miss Muffet. So I used to go up, Little Miss Fuckett sat on her tucket. But the words wouldn't come out properly, so this was my thing. And then at school in Nazareth House, I sang in the choir, but never as a soloist. It was just like on the choir. And that went on to the school shows.
You still sort of feel that you're in a safe zone.
The P7. And then when I moved to college, then it just stopped. Zero interest in the music. It just stopped from the whole... It was like you went to college and you were singing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I noticed when we were doing show plays and all too. The young ones were brilliant right up to about 11, doing no acting.
It's the peer pressure then in the school.
Peer pressure right up to
you know,
15.
college was very education oriented on football. Like Mickey Duffy, Derry's captain, was in my year at school. Mickey was incredible even back then. Like I remember at lunchtime getting took out the pitches to watch the Foyle Cup, or not the Foyle Cup, the Northern Ireland Cup. Mickey whacking on free kicks like for first year.
What is it
second year.
funny? Good fighter or good at football are the three things that got you free school in our day.
And if you were a good singer, you were bullied.
Aye.
It's just, you know.
Good looking even got you right. You're a good woman.
Aye.
So fighting, football, and funny.
But I spent all them years through college, no singing. Actually, the music teacher, I asked him, could I play piano? And he was just picking up from the way I was in class. He's like, you're not playing piano, like you like football.
And they put me effort on the...
You know, and then when I got the 17, 18, started having a drink, just the confidence came out with a drink on me, and then I just started singing
I
everywhere.
don't remember a lot of
Karaoke and all first or what?
First ever night I sang was at a family party, and everybody in the room was singing. So was I, but I wasn't aware I was singing. I was at full. But everybody stopped, but I didn't realise that they had stopped, and I was singing away on my own. And my dad's like, oh my God, Conor can sing. And then the next week I was like, wait, I'm entering you into this Drive Factor competition.
So it's that quick?
That's how it happened.
There's no
overnight.
weeks of me, la, la, la.
I've never in the whole time I'm singing ever had a vocal coaching lesson up to 6 months ago.
But you too, see if you hear your voice, you know it's you. Which is a good thing. It's
distinctive. I try and keep. I don't try and force or anything. Like
you have to be your own sound, don't you too?
It's funny too, like, because a lot of my audience would be like Americans. They've come across me on Facebook, or Canadians, and they love that whole Derry twang
Irish,
and the voice.
Yeah.
Like even that night in the Millennium, who's here from Derry? It's like cheering up. Who's not from Derry? Whoa, it was like more not
Protestants. They call them Derry.
Anybody from London Derry? Yeah!
Who's not from Derry? Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
But so that's unreal. So you and then just
After drive, then I just started gigging, used the money, bought speakers,
Round pubs and-
did the pub scene, did
Is
the
that
bar
not a
scene.
hard slog?
nobody knows.
Setting up in bars.
Absolute great thing.
Say it. Hey, everybody.
But no, it seems like a slog.
It's so
Surely
hard. It is. Anybody that does it will tell you. It's like I've had my teeth knocked out. I've been vomited on. I've had
Yeah.
people giving me dogs abuse. I'm doing the bars and hotels scene now. 11 years, 12 years. Like
And you're
it gets easier. As the
you're a
more you do it.
jukebox sometimes too.
You
You're
have, to
not
be
even.
you have to be a jukebox. But I think that's the best thing ever. It's the best learning for a singer, like, because a lot of people just get handed it to them. They do. There's some people just get really lucky.
I know.
They get handed it to them
Happens in every art form.
and they end up
Before you
rising.
know, and you're like, how?
And there's funny. I was talking to a few people that are on they've toured a bit with a few different shows, and they're saying like you don't realize until you meet somebody that has been handed it on a plate the difference in their like professionalism and what they can actually do.
Hunger.
Hunger,
Because
drive.
they expect it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
expectancy.
you know.
Like even I would say, and that's probably what annoyed you too. See, whenever you're seen, like you went down to the last 6 chairs in the X Factor, isn't it? You know
I
what?
gotta-
You know in the X Factor where they have 6 acts, and so he would get up and sing. And he would knock somebody off the 6. The 6 chairs go to the judges' houses.
Oh, aye.
So if you're on them seats at the end of the show, you're
Whose house were you in?
Nicole Scherzinger's, and I was on the seat to go, and I was the last fella to get swapped off. So it was the whole bring him back, bring him. And I'm sitting backstage going, and the wee producer's coming over. You might be brought back on. Stay where you are. Can you cry a wee bit more for us there? You know,
do
because
you
at
know-
that stage, I was only what age was I when I did the X Factor?
But it probably was just crushing, right? But is there anybody of them 6 household names are made in it?
None one.
Do you know what I mean?
None of them are doing anything.
Exactly.
Even the guy that won it, I think he's not even getting like pub gigs.
Aye.
And, you know,
Because that might be you're rushed in, you're pushed to the front, you're like
100%.
you're amazing, and then the carpet's pulled away.
that's
so
why I don't really give up. I still do my hotel work and my bar work and my weddings and funerals, and that's your bread and butter, and that's the stuff that gives
you a family?
I 2 boy and a girl.
Well,
you have to do it.
they're your fucking priority. aren't they?
100%.
But the talent's there. It's just getting that. Man, there's luck involved in everything. It's somebody sees you
100%.
somewhere, like because your stuff should fly too, away Americans and stuff, because you have the production too.
Well, that's the first time we did the big production. Like we've done a few solo shows now. We did. Joe Gallagher promoted the last one on the Millennium, which was just essentially me singing. Do you know there was
Man,
400
I came
people.
out of the security at that
Aye,
for Joe
it's a
Gallagher.
long time
That's a
ago.
while ago, eh?
Roro
Got up a,
Security.
Yeah,
up
big
a
room.
stairs and City Hotel.
You
we
went.
did the
I think we
Edmonton.
were doing one time before your show. You went to see what way it was all set up. It might have been the Wolf Tones in Letterkenny
I
or
was, at,
Monaghan.
I was at the Wolf Tones with Joe. I brought us
Aye,
up the Wolf Tones.
That's
aye.
right.
That's
That was
right.
security.
We didn't even know each
Going
other.
to head on by.
Going ahead, by. You at the door? Oh, very good.
Through the door.
Very good.
That's another one. We're on about Jordan.
Going on by.
Jordan O'Keefe too. Jordan O'Keefe was doing. Move along. It was all outdoors. All outdoors was the best time to do security.
It's
Hey.
great show they
Helping
put
people to
on.
the front with their Zimmer frames.
Put on a great show. Hey.
Keep it fucking down as well.
Use your fucking mouth slap.
They're feel your arsenal. Outdoors. Fuck up. You're way back. And then Jordan O'Keefe, when he was doing the big show in Edmonton and Derry, and he heard my voice and
Very
recognised
distinctive.
Strabanter, aye. No, aye. He heard my voice before I fucking turned the corner.
Class.
But there's links with all
Links
these Derry
everywhere,
boys and all. So what's the plans now then? What do you want
I
to
think so. This show we called it Echoes of Ireland. So it's essentially like
get the Yanks in?
the show. Aye, 100%. But I'm a wild man for I love Ireland. Like absolutely love being from Derry. I love being Irish. Like I'm covered in tattoos and
Yeah.
love it. And that's my thing. And I always think
identity.
like your niche, whatever your niche is, like you have to just embrace it and go for it. And
And you have so much to choose from too. Irish ballads and fucking.
that's it. My attitude now has just been paddle. What is it? Somebody told me, he was a Tommy Fleming actually. It actually says paddle your own canoe, reap the most rewards.
Yep.
Do you know? And it's just like find out what you're good at and just go for it. Like, do you know what I mean?
And you're standing on 2 feet then instead of kind of holding on to somebody's
Exactly. And, you know what's that type?
trouser legs or whatever you call it, shirt tail.
Shirt
Fucking-
tail.
Aye. Somebody's shirt tails.
But there's people that use other people. They get up and then when the other person leaves, they're on their own and they're realizing
I
they've
think,
no real
I think people
foundation.
too are good. Nowadays it's good that more people I think are open as well about they talk about themselves a wee bit more, and I think that's what people relate to too. Like, you know, they
People like
talk
to
about
know
their
who's-
struggles and
Aye.
what, you know, things that have happened in their lives. And like Jordan has really
Aye.
not leveraged it, but Jordan's just started being really honest.
Honesty's
it's just
massive.
worked
People
so
see
well then,
through
like.
the fakeness, don't they? And
Aye,
now,
but do you know what?
100%.
That was one of the things we were doing at Derry City on Sunday night or Saturday night. He's really on it. Like, his songs, like he talks a lot before he sings a song about people that he fell out with and what the song means. and-
Everybody relates to it.
that'd be cool then, because then you're listening to the words
100%.
and they're relating to what they're saying.
I think
then.
people nowadays too are more open about mental health. And
Aye.
do you know what? I've talked about this piles of times, like, but the amount of stuff, like, I wouldn't go into a lot of detail about it all because it's just not me. I wouldn't be the same as that. But the amount of stuff, mental health stuff that I get diagnosed with just because of music going up through the years, like serious health anxiety, diagnosed by a professional. Body dysmorphic disorder I get diagnosed with. I've been diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. All this stuff that you deal with, and being on the music side of things and entertainment thing doesn't really help that either.
I was going to say that.
Do you know what I
but
mean?
You're young, going into the music world where how you look is massive.
Everything.
How you sound,
Do you know?
what you wear,
100%.
what other people think of you. So you have to be worried about them four things alone.
And then I had that, some talked to BBC about it too, I had gynecomastia, which
What?
is gynecomastia.
She speaking
Which is
different languages.
it was man boobs, but it was glandular.
I have a mate like that.
So I had to get an operation.
Jump up. That's very good.
You're at the pool, can't go so you jump up. That didn't do. He told me when I was drinking one night that wasn't good for me mental health.
No, but I think all these sort of things
Muscle
too.
skill.
All these
Aye,
sort
but
of
there is,
things
aye.
too are just good for building your resilience. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's it. That's how you deal with it. It's either going to the hole or face up to it. And facing up, that's like you're on about Jordan talking about it is probably his strength.
Oh, mine's too.
You know,
100%.
lean into it rather than hide behind it, but and putting a front on and pretend you're someone that you're not.
That's
You know what I mean?
I find, you ever notice people that do interviews, you talk to them beforehand and they're like a complete opposite then on camera.
Aye.
Like, I hate that. Do
I
you ever
know.
see these people, like, they're on talking and they're in Derry and it's like, what's the crack, what's happening? You see them on TV and it's like,
Aye.
hey guys, my name
There's
is Robert,
people
and
they put on
do you
this
know,
act.
it's like people can
persona.
see through that nowadays. It's not
aye.
like it used to be. Do you know, where
It used to be,
people
aye.
thought X Factor was this, you turn up, you singing, if you're good enough, you want it. Where
Well,
it's
if you think about X Factor too, there wouldn't have been much social media going on back then.
wasn't as much as now.
You know, as now everybody's got a camera in front. Everybody thinks they're famous now.
Crazy what goes on.
How much does social media drive your promotion popularity? Because like that guy David Loft, you heard that guy? No, he's not a big, but my algorithm kept bringing up like this song he done with a country and western singer out in wherever it was.
You think you're lonely. That's class.
Aye, but it kept coming up and kept coming up and kept coming up. So my algorithm kept throwing it out. Now it's like throwing me out all these other
Country artists.
like starting young people
Up and
starting
coming.
up and coming,
Aye.
and it's just constantly. And I was wondering how much does it drive your promotion? How much does it help?
I'd say without Facebook and TikTok, I reckon about 90% of my audience is from them two platforms. Like 10% is local, and then obviously any
see-
TV work I've done over the years, like the No One stuff and UTV Life and all that stuff's all good locally. But Facebook's a big driver.
See
for
your
me.
last show, but there's like 800 people. Have you got through all their emails?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
But I've just literally set up. I've been designing my website the last 16 weeks too, and have the wee, the forum to start capturing emails because I realised like what happens if Facebook
Or you get
goes down
banned.
tomorrow.
Aye.
you know, seriously, like what happens?
Aye. There's a
Do you know if
comedian
you don't
there.
have your-
He's called Kitson. He's the comedian's comedian. What the fuck's his first name? But he doesn't do any social media and he doesn't do any TV. But he's got a mailing list, and he's like everybody wants to see him, so he'll just send out, "I'm going to be here such and such a date," and
they
he
just
just
turn
sells out everything.
I think too, like what you're saying there about the online stuff. Like if you are opening up more online and talking, sometimes people can look at it as, are they doing it for attention?
There's a balance.
But I think if you're doing it from a good place, then
you're
it comes
genuine
across
enough-
sincere.
And how much does Facebook let your content out?
For whatever reason, the organic reach on my Facebook's amazing. Like it's really, really good. For whatever reason, I don't know. Like
You know
that's
what
my
they-
highest. I think there's about, what have I got on it? About 66,000. But it's like engaged.
Aye.
Do you know?
Oh,
I'll go down
because-
to Eamons, the studio, and record a version of I don't know what, Fields of Athenry, and I'll stick it out and make sure the quality's good and everything.
Yeah.
And you could be sitting with like 3,000 likes on it and 600 shares within the first 3 or 4 days, and then you're getting people messaging you going, "Oh, this is the first time I've heard you," and they're checking you out and all that
You
stuff.
want to go
as
to the
well.
Irish Centre in Liverpool, and you want to go to
I'm actually looking at Derby at the minute. The Irish Centre in
London as
Derby.
well.
Try and
go around them all, man.
I know.
You'd
That's a
pack them
plan
out.
next year. Like,
And then you've got the portfolio there. You've got all the stuff. Have you recorded the Millennium?
we have just waiting for the videos to come
That'll
back now
be-
and just get them all together.
The good thing about music and the difference with comedians is we can't put our stuff out because it's the dead joke, yeah? You know what I mean? So if I put my stuff out, I can't use it on stage. Where you can use all the
What's the
songs.
crack with that? I went the best comedian I ever seen. I swear it was incredible. And I've seen a good few. Like, it was in the Millennium. We had to put our phones on the pouches and they were locked up. Tommy Tiernan.
Brilliant. He's the man.
I went 2 nights in a row.
Did you
It
the
was
same
that
show?
good. And he did different jokes the next night.
Oh,
the
is it
first
really?
night I went, I didn't know what to expect because I just watched him on
Tommy Tiernan's
RTE or
He's
whatever.
the man.
It was.
He's even getting
Unreal.
interviewed now. I love his interviews. I love his show. You know, he
But
does
that's
his
what I'd only really seen him on.
Oh, is it?
And Derry girls, like I wouldn't, my age wouldn't knew him.
Oh,
from
it's the
then, like.
Ballyconley,
No, it
Ireland.
was unreal. Father Ted, was it?
Tommy Tiernan was.
His character he plays in Derry Girls is so different to his comedian.
aye.
And then his hosting of that show so different than his
Oh,
comedy.
he is a maniac.
Podcast good too.
He told a joke about, one of the jokes he told about,
Travellers.
no, it was about the Pope and someone. Oh, that was mental.
He's
Just,
and he tells yarns. Even was getting interviewed last. This is easy for me now. No comedians would never say it. It's a piece of piss. He just says, just finds it so easy. So he can get a subject and just go on it.
No, but he's older. His experience.
Oh, he's amazing.
Experience and like age has a lot to do with it. Like
Massive. And see, when you're that good and that famous and well loved,
He can get away
see
with
the
it.
ones that came to see you the other night, they already like you.
Aye.
They can't wait.
Aye.
Where if you're brand new, it's like, right, fucking impress me.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He already has them. They're up for listening to him. But
has
the other thing too is if he's not funny after 5 minutes,
Because there's some comedians you go to are like that. They're not low. I've been to you a few times and you weren't that
Tell
great.
Tony, Tony fucking Hinchcliffe. Can't he?
Did you hear me there?
Moved on there, just went fast.
Max Roddy was just as good as you. Better. Maybe a wee bit better.
You big Eugene.
Big age.
you too did we go to Yeti put the phones away? Oh,
Kevin Hart.
See, I went to Jimmy Carr too and I thought he was awful.
Right.
I didn't laugh.
Jimmy Carr.
I didn't laugh at one joke. I,
Did
was
you
like,
not?
I couldn't get the
That's how. But see,
pure
this is the
black
thing.
humour, but it wasn't even done on a storytelling way. It was just boom, boom.
You just don't get the hate the way comedians get. So if somebody doesn't like you, you know what I mean? Ask Max. You know what I mean? If somebody doesn't like you, you're hated. Like,
but you get that
comedy,
too
you're
as a
hated.
singer, like,
But hate, I mean, visceral fucking, I hate that bastard. Because I think they're thinking, he doesn't make me laugh. Why is he doing all right? I think there must be someone to do that connection. I don't think he's funny at all. Like, Jimmy Carr is probably the most famous English comedian in the world. You don't like him?
Oh, it's not that I don't like him.
No, but you didn't enjoy that night.
I didn't enjoy
There's
the
other
show.
comedians
No.
too that make it maybe big online.
That's Jimmy Carr has that famous saying: "If you think I'm funny,
Aye.
you're right. If you don't think I'm funny,
You're right as
You're
well.
also right
Uh,
because it's subjective."
your
That's
man
it.
Paul Smuff's a bit similar, isn't he?
Well, apparently Paul too is like amazing at crowd work, but some people don't
Aye.
like it when he goes in the
And some of his stuff online is like really, really funny. You'll
Aye.
pick the best joke from that night,
That's
and then
it.
you go to the show, and it's a bit of a downer.
because
like,
that's
you know.
the ad libbing. That's crowd work is not. That's why crowd work goes out all the time because you're not using your material. You're not
That's
burning it.
Aye.
You're just whatever happened there and then.
I don't like your stuff, but I also hate you.
Aye. Sometimes it's both.
Sometimes there's just no reason behind it.
It's just
It's just personality.
I think what you are saying too about the whole like you're on about Facebook and look how much there's a push out there and stuff as well. I do think what we were talking about is that if you do talk a wee bit more about and you do be open, the algorithm for I don't know what it is. Like Jordan actually, I remember.
Do you have a
Jordan,
blue tick?
Aye.
I paid for mine there.
Did you? I honestly think because I think our algorithm gets held back and it keeps sending me the blue tick. Pay for the blue tick
you know
because
what?
you might get this, and this. So I think like
Man, I did a video after I got the blue tick and got 1 million views.
I organically got the blue tick on Facebook,
Oh, aye.
but
I didn't.
Instagram and TikTok, I pay for the
I paid.
blue tick, like, but Facebook I don't.
I just paid for it because apparently too it helps when people know it's you. You are the person.
There's so much out though too. Like
You know what I mean?
people
'Cause
send me
people-
messages all the time, or somebody
yeah, but it's like,
asking me for
Aye.
bank details. It says it's
Exactly.
you know, and you'd be
Exactly.
like, I think it happened with Nathan Carter there recently too. Someone
Happened to me
was-
where a young fella actually sent money and blamed me. And I says, man, that wasn't me. Do you remember that? Years ago, I said, man, and I was getting cheeky to me. I says, it wasn't fucking me. And I proved it to him by sending them my link. So somebody made up the account. Somebody actually stole my account, that's what it was.
Yeah, you got your account stolen. Eh?
And then they went then round to friends and people, anybody they sent a message to, it looked like a fucking scam. And they sent me, is this you? I said, no. I put out about 6 things saying, listen, this is not me. Even sent that to the young fella because they sent him £900.
Jeez.
Telling me I'd get back 3 times it. And
It was me.
Funny you say that too, because there was one time I got the message through as well, all this pages impersonating or whatever, the money thing link. You've sent these messages, and it was a whole debate with this woman's daughter. She was more or less saying it was me doing it. And the only way I was able to prove that it was me, at that stage there was no ticks or nothing like that there. I says, I was literally in the hospital all day yesterday. I have a genetic condition as well. It's a mouthful. Hypokalemic periodic paralysis. It's a 1 in...
You get periods?
Along with
Part of
tits.
the, part of the brandy well pray. That's some periods.
Hypokalemic periodic paralysis, and it's essentially 1 in every 100,000. It's a gene code that's wrong in your body, and it paralyzes you. So I could wake up in the morning, and this is nowhere to LA. I took Sandoz-K tablets for it. I could wake in the morning, and from my neck to my feet, I can't move.
What?
Now, if Aisling punched me or touched me, I can feel it, but my muscles don't work.
Oh, so that's like locked in.
Locked in syndrome nearly. So my
Jesus.
potassium drops overnight, and then I wake up numb. But it can happen throughout the day. That was the only way I was able to prove to the girl that it wasn't me. I says I was in the hospital all day yesterday. I couldn't move. So there's no way I was texting anybody. Like,
Aye.
do you know
And
when I
the
had
blue tick fucking helps then.
at big time, 100%.
But it's mad too because you're a cool looking dude and you're a singer and you're popular and stuff like that there. But
people
you've all these wee underlying issues too.
Oh, Aisling
Everybody
says
has that, you know what I mean?
Aisling would say to me, "You've more than underline." She's like, Aisling's like, "You are completely and utterly mental." Like, and she says, her and her friend Shanice, when she first met me, I always thought you were a bit strange, Conor. And I says, "What do you mean?" And she says, at the start, me and Shanice talked. And I said, "I'm not right about that, boy." Like, I says, "Well, why'd you stay with me?" And she was like, "Oh, 90%. It was good." It was
Aye,
just
but
I
a
think
wee
we're
bit of
all
edge.
everybody that's in
Woman
any way
like a wee bit of
creative.
edge.
He was wearing a bra.
That was before the operation. Conor, why are you stealing my brass?
Edge is good.
You have to have edge.
That's actually a side effect of steroids. isn't it?
Steroids as well. People take people that go to the gym take steroids. Thankfully, I hadn't. Mine was all genetic.
Aye.
No, I know. That could be
Thankfully.
I know, but say no. If I go to the gym the odd time, not that you would know what I'm on it like, but I've been training away, putting a bit of muscle on, and you're sometimes encouraged. I'll take a peptide or take a steroid. I said I can't because if it can come back.
Oh,
You know, when that
aye. But
operation
sickening.
was like, no.
I tried
no
it once
chance.
and it made my face go about 7 times the size it was meant to.
That's right.
So I was getting muscles and all, but I had this football I had just
Would that not be amazing for stage though for your show?
like I had fucking shoulders and arms and all, but I mean the face got it first.
And you didn't
that
was
just,
it somebody sent you photos from the stage?
and when you did it, and you just see the secret to there.
Do you ever get that though when you get photos
You
sent
know
to you
belly,
from
and
years ago?
like
and
all
you're-
the fat
You're
pushed
going, I
up.
didn't realise I was that fat.
You
know?
happens to him all the time. He can be in good shape, and then you get sent a couple of photos from that night on stage, and you look terrible.
I know, it's sick you. I get t-shirts on and look in the mirror going, yep, cool. And then you see a photo of that nighty fucking and it's just the spotlight on you and you just see every wee hip and curve and fucking
You have that. You have the thing I have then, that body dysmorphia.
probably
100%.
no, I have big hips.
There's
He has
nothing.
6 hips.
There's literally
He was born with
nothing-
6 hips.
There's nothing worse than that condition.
There is, I knew, so you're on about bodybuilders, I had a few friends that were massive bodybuilders and you look at them and you're thinking, holy fuck, sir, they are ripped and they're not happy.
Oh,
I know it's definitely a
how
thing.
could you be though? Having to eat all that stuff and
Exactly.
keep
Like
everything
they
clean,
see a
that-
muscle that's not there, or a calf it's not big enough for. But then would that be the same way the crack use boys do the CrossFit and all that? All because they love training the bare belly. Them boys don't
You
have
do the
body.
hay rocks and all that stuff as well. do you? And
No,
He trained-
CrossFit. Well, I've done.
He is a
some-
hay rock star.
No, not.
Are you not?
No. Hybrid rock star.
Oh, he's a hybrid rock star.
No, I do a bit of CrossFit and bodybuilding, but body dysmorphia is definitely a thing.
But I remember going on for the. I had a massive breakdown, like serious breakdown.
Right.
I had happy enough to talk about
There's
it.
nothing right about you, Connor.
No, not
This
really.
is the purpose of
Not
on the
really.
music in the background.
I know.
No, go ahead. Go
Get the
ahead.
Bulgarian CSK national anthem going on the background here. Do.
Tell your story. Tell your story. Go ahead.
No, but I've
breakdown.
talked about it online before. Like, I ended up in Grangewood Hospital on my 30th birthday for 4 nights. Took a car, driving back from my man and dad's house in Donegal and stuck it on the wall. Do you know what I mean?
Purposely.
It was just not a good...
What was the underlying
Just all the
issue?
things over the years I've been dealing with, just all the mental health stuff that I was sort of trying to get over. Like the amount of counselling I've went through and CBT and books I've read and all that have got me now to a stage where I'm confident in myself. I'm happy enough with everything that's happened in the past.
Are you in a good place now?
100%. Best place I've ever been in my life.
Right.
But if you had talked to me 2 years ago, there's no way I could even...
That's as soon as that. Like it's.
And what age your wins?
Derry's 9 and ours 4.
So you had the wins about and you were...
It was bad. Like, it was a bad... It was the night of my 30th birthday and then the Monday in. So my 30th was on the Friday night and I was in Grangewood on the Sunday evening.
That's mad because a lot of people see successful or people that are doing what they want to do. So I say that as a success. If you do a job that you love doing, you might be rich, but you're doing something that you like doing, so that's good. But you still struggle with mental health.
100%,
And it's Jordan's. I see everybody we get on. There's nobody. I think most men are glad that people are talking about it now. Because
What about the music scene? Because I found it very interesting that Peter Conor was telling us that, like, there's just no way around drugs and alcohol and getting sucked into the scene.
There's not, unless you have a family behind you that'll keep you. No, the good thing about when I started getting known or like getting more work or TV stuff, X Factor, and when I was really going at it, and now as I've my wife. But before I met Aisling, when I was doing pubs, like I'd have been turning up to my gig, doing my gig, and then drinking the wages in at the bar straight after back to a party. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Been at many as a party with Jordan.
I would say.
In the bog.
I hear the same. But see, when you're over with the X Factor once, was there drugs about them?
There was, but I didn't get involved in it because
You seen it,
I
bud?
had Aisling and I had...
But did you see it happen? Like, or even,
Oh, Jesus, aye.
Aye.
I would go as far as saying that a lot of it was instigated by... No, I might not even say that. Do you know,
But Peter
without
Conor
saying it,
says
do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Well, Peter Conor was saying
Conor was saying it was serious.
It's like the whole setup, like the key grips, the guys behind the camera, everything. Everybody was doing everything. Like everybody involved with the whole
It's
show.
a mad industry. It really is.
Aye.
And it's funny too how they
It's
come
sort of
across
promoted by the
all
industry, you think?
lovely.
Sometimes.
They come across lovely on screen, and you know,
They could be setting up your narrative without you knowing it.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Recording you constantly, giving you a wee
100%.
bag, take it.
You know, I'm happy.
Stuff.
I'm happy
Aye.
to say this actually because it's the truth. There's no point lying. Like it's the truth. I remember on camera, Louis Walsh being the most lovable, genuine Irish man, and then backstage and like stories you would hear and like actually like the way he speaks and it's fucking.
You're on the right, Jordan.
You've seen it in the Boys Home documentary.
Aye.
I remember going backstage after the night of the 6-chair challenge and coming in after the whole thing with my Mac and the Ozzy Osbourne thing. Or did we talk about that?
No.
on it?
No,
We'll
we
talk
didn't
about
get
that
that.
after. So I remember going over it, me being a wee Derry boy. My man and dad brought me up. Well, you have
Yeah.
to say your prayers and you have to thank people when
Did
they
you
give
know
you an
your date of birth?
opportunity. Who?
Did you know your
I went over to the door where the judges was on with the producers after being fucked out, essentially. And still, me being me, wanted to thank for the opportunity.
yeah,
But I wanted to do it to Louis because I thought Irish, you never know, maybe any future opportunity. So I knocked at the door. Sharon Osbourne's coming out. As if you're like a wee animal ready to attack. I says, is Louis there? And she sort of closed the door and I could hear her behind the door going, it's one of the contestants. It's one of the contestants. Do you know, they don't even know your name.
Oh, you're
They
lying.
know nothing about you. Like, you're on the stage and they're going, oh, Conor. Everything's prompted in front of them. And,
Wee screens and all.
you know,
and that.
Simon Coyle's going, have you ever signed before? And he knows everything about you.
Yeah.
More than you know about yourself.
It's you again. Because it
It's
said
you
right now,
again.
you seen them in
Aye.
1990.
Aye.
in quotes? It's you again.
Aye,
I
and,
love
like,
it.
Louis came to the door and he was all, and I had to think. But because I was Irish, he was able to remember the name Conor. And he came out, anything you ever need in the future, anything you ever need, here's my email. Here, you know, oh, you were so unlucky and all, and I was rooting for you, and just you picked the wrong song. And I was like, I didn't pick the song, you picked the song. Or the producers picked the song, not you. But you still picked the wrong song. That's this business. Like, you should have stuck to your guns. This is a tribe, but they wouldn't let me.
Aye.
And they was like, all right, here's your email anyway, anything you ever need. So 2 years later, or not 2 years later, many years after, it was me and Ashley, we were flying out to Portugal for a family's wedding, and Westlife did their first gig back in the Odyssey, after another big reunion. And there was Louis down side stage, and I seen his manager, it's a younger fella than Louis, and his manager was there, and we sat down, and I looked around my shoulder, and Jonathan Ross was sitting behind me. So I got the photograph with Jonathan Ross, and up on next minute, Jodie Albert sits down, and or Shane Phelan's wife, Gillian. So I've said there, so we're sitting, our tickets is literally amongst Westlife's friends and family here, and invited guests. So I seen Louis' manager, who was on the X Factor and knew me, and he remembered me. What's the crack and all? How you doing? Like, what's the crack? How you keeping, Conor? I says, do us a favour. It's Ash's birthday. Any chance tonight, Louis will be able to get us something or cash in on this favour? I'll ask the question. That's the question. That he came, ignores me, comes back out. I says, any chance? Oh, I says, no. And so just turned and walked away. Like, it's just so, everything's just so, you know, a crack.
Superficial. Jordan had the same sort of story. It was all whatever you're going to make it. You are. If you don't make it, I'll bet my life on it. Not there and then.
Fill you up until.
There's so many went through that process.
Unless it's worth something to them.
Exactly.
It's like anything in life. Like, not everybody's going to be like.
Could be Honey G. Look at fucking the shit.
She was on my year, Honey G.
Hush.
But she was cracker though. She was the.
But that was the
so
money maker.
Smart. See, off camera, she was like.
Was she?
Richard Branson.
Shut
no
up.
hat, hair tied in a ponytail, MacBook, iPad, notes. She was so intelligent. She knew everything she was
She
doing.
did ring
and she
it out.
just flicked it on them when the
She
camera
was.
started.
She got her. Did she probably make her million out of it?
Don't know. If she
Maybe
made
close
it,
enough
she
anyway,
was-
because it was like 2 years of Honey G.
Honey
I'd be
G.
mad dressed up as her in a Halloween. Fucking.
It's just so. It was just so different too.
Do you not think that's how the likes of Louis and all get that? It's that ruthlessness, the
100%.
gitchy.
Yeah, you have to
What do
be.
you call the twins from Ireland?
Jedward.
They got a big push too. You know what I mean?
They're
It was-
still doing like they're doing cruise work and all now too.
know,
Like ex
what are they,
cruises and all.
42?
and
They look about
Eurovision
15 still.
I know.
But you're 100% right. You have to be. Someone actually said to me recently after my concert the other night, "Oh, Conor, like you need to try and drop the attitude in your head of being this like your family brought you up a nice fella all the time, like thanking everybody. You know, you need to use whoever you need to use to get to where you want to be." And I says that doesn't really
not
sit
you.
well with me. He says, "But Conor, it's the truth." He says, "Everybody does it." He says, "You have to use every contact you have and stop taking things so to heart." Because I did that over
You're right.
over the years too.
But
Like,
you know what? I
But
think
you're right about that attitude that people expect. Because I was even thinking of going down a wee route of, you know, way that kneecap went by the Republicanism and the music. I was thinking if I did that way, comedy, you would lose a lot of people, but you'd probably fill
gain
rooms.
so much
But I
more.
think you need to change your mindset. They like, fair enough, you don't want to upset people and be nice, but you're also taking food off your kids' table because that's how you pay your bills.
100%. No, but as you say, I've decided that after that whole episode when I was 30, I've just the last couple of years, like people nowadays, let's even say Derry City, there's 70% of Derry City fans that know me from going to games and think I'm a good fella. There's 30% hit me.
Aye.
And they hit me because I put my opinion out there and I'll say how I
Aye.
feel. And sometimes they agree with the opinion, but they don't agree. They don't like
It's
me.
more. It's
Do you know?
it's more petty than that. It's jealousy. It's not. See, that's they don't agree with your opinion. That's jealousy. That's just that you're doing something, and this is the big one. Doing something that you want to do.
Like you just have to learn I just learned now.
I think you need to look out of Derry. This is a Derry thing, and it happens a lot in Derry. Derry think if I do well in Derry, that's me merit. And it happens a wild lot across a lot of the arts in Derry, doesn't it? In sports and stuff. See, if you look out the ways, you've already Derry beat. You've done the Millennium Forum. What can you do to survive in Derry?
No, 100%. I know.
You can still do the weddings and all that there, but I think Belfast, London, the cities.
Your man is the good story that I always go back to. What do you call them? Roy Stories.
Race Travel Club, was it? Or
No,
Roy
it's
Stories,
like,
Once you get to about 60,000 followers, your town starts to turn on you.
I got 100%.
I felt it then a
100%.
couple of years ago too. Didn't I remember it was like anything I did. There
No, when I say that, like I'm saying 100% there, and that's like a screen grab. You could put that out and it could come across so wrong. Derry people have been amazing to me.
Aye.
Do you know, 99% of Derry people are amazing. I love being from Derry. I love everything about Derry. Obviously, it has its negatives,
Yep.
like every town.
Of course.
But I'm a proud Derry man and love
The
Derry.
more
and,
you go out of Derry and you start promoting Derry in Ireland and stuff like that, there, you're going to get pride.
100%.
But you're also going to get the cunts.
Oh, 100%. You do get them.
But
Just have
unless
to learn to block them out.
you need them. You're not doing nothing if you don't have that.
Put the fire in your
If
belly.
you don't have the hit, sure, you're not ruffling any fellers at all.
That's true.
Yeah,
You have to be sort of.
That's true.
There's no point in being beige.
100%.
So just keep fighting and doing what you're doing, and then
But the plan in the next few years is try and get this show going. As
it'll
you
work for
say,
you.
do the Irish centres, try and do even 200-300 seater venues outside of Derry, and then the original music now is coming as
video
well.
it all and show us the
it's
progression
at
and Conor McLean's brilliant at video and everything and cutting the
Conor's
clips out
marketing's
and
amazing.
Marketing, we were talking Jordan nearly did a full podcast with us about marketing
Yeah.
because we were interested in our end with the comedy and the podcast.
That's what I did my degree in University of Ulster.
Marketing?
Well, dropped out in the last year because I expected, but I got picked up a lot. Like I
Was
still
that
got
your bounty?
what is it called when you finish it, but you
You
don't do
still
a
got,
associate bachelor's or something?
You could do another year and finish it.
I know, but
you
sure,
want.
they still give me a certificate, associate bachelor's degree. Happy days.
Have you time to do the Room 101?
I gone ahead, sure.
What's the room 101?
You didn't hear my message, did you?
Oh, you sent that to me with the 3 things you. Right, okay.
Did you think of anything?
What is it again?
So, this will put you on the spot. So, we do a thing. You know what? We don't even need to do it.
No, because you know what? Go on, give us a wee rundown on the X Factor and the
Aye.
Aussie Osbourne.
Aussie. So at the time, the year, the second year, so I did it twice. The first year I did it, I got to the boot camp, which was an England football club's hotel, the Grove, in Watford. So that's where it was Caroline Flack and Ollie Moore. She was lovely.
rest her.
She was lovely. And
What was all like?
it was a nice fella too, nice, but she was just song about her was really nice, like just nice girl, personable, not like the rest, not saying the rest of them weren't, but she could talk there, like.
Yeah.
But the first year, my stuff was never aired. It was on Extra Factor. Do you remember Extra Factor?
Yeah.
ITV2, so it wasn't aired. And the second year I went back was the year Sharon Osbourne, Louis, Simon and Nicole were back on it.
When you did it too, it was like the
It was
most popular
it was
show.
nearly at its prime.
Aye.
Maybe just past its prime on the decline, but just before it
The
hit
chairs
the
were a
peak.
big one.
So it was close to the peak, like. And I remember at the time when we were doing the filming the chair challenge, which was 5 months before it went out on TV, Ozzy Osbourne was all over the news for cheating on Sharon with a hairdresser in LA. So backstage and all, it was the talk. It was like everybody watching how Sharon Osbourne was and all this ear stuff and all. But anyway,
Her face doesn't move. I've been hard to tell.
after I think that was before she went on the Manjaro.
Oh, fuck.
But before, like, but so after the chair challenge was over and I got the seat, but it was swapped off and I was out. And I knew I was out at this stage. My mum, my dad, Aisling, all raging and all whatever, and I was raging, but at the same time I was thinking, right, back to normality here. I had my MacBook with me, and my MacBook had all my backing tracks and everything to do with gigging on my MacBook, and I had lost it, couldn't find it anywhere. I took it on the
No hard
toilets.
drive or nothing. It was just
Nothing. I didn't even have it backed up in the hard drive. And I was panicking, walking backstage, and I was on the toilets at one point with the nice echo in the toilets to get a rehearsal before I went on stage. I've left in the toilets, couldn't find it. So I was walking back down the backstage corridor. Sorry, I was walking up towards the exit to get out back to the backstage area, and Sharon Osbourne was coming this way, and I was going this way. And it's just me and her in the corridor, and I said, "This is awkward. Do you say hello, or was she even?"
she was the
know
one
my
that said,
name?
"It's one of the contestants."
Aye. So I'd already had that experience, like, you know, so I just sort of, she was on my phone. As I walk past, she passes me on the phone. I look at the phone, there's Ozzy Osbourne's fist. She was on FaceTime with Ozzy. He was wearing the big circle glasses, and he sounded exactly like, no, that's Sharon. No, he was just, and I was, my head just turned, I just followed him on the screen as she passed. And I sort of stood, and I went, right, I'm out. But who gets them sort of experiences
No.
there? Like,
Yeah.
no,
I'm
and-
chatting. I didn't do it, Chan.
but that's what I mean. I'm the media. It was like, oh, he was cheating. They're finished. They're done. And the two of them were as lovey-dovey on the phone together backstage. It's just all. It's just that. It's just the industry. How you.
Fake.
And
Fake it is.
the fake shit they threw out just to sell papers and stuff.
Oh,
And
100%. Sure,
One
remember the
word.
time Louis Walsh in the Boyzone documentary, he told all the Boyzone's family that they were in a plane crash.
That's right.
Give it to the newspaper before you tell the family, and then they open the paper and Ronan's mommy, Ronan's been in a plane crash.
Constantly ringing. Like he was the king before social media came out, or ringing from newspapers. Fuck.
But I think he's very protected too within the media because he gives so much to them. So it gives a lot of
that's what
inside
happens, yeah.
information,
Fucking tout, eh?
stuff like.
And then anything he gets up to then is sort of like put under the thing.
Oh, aye.
So have you anything coming up before we finish? Any?
So we have the next 5 months we're going to put out 5 originals. So I've been writing away, writing. So I've done one about Derry, about Bloody Sunday, called After All These Years.
Brilliant.
So it's essentially one of the lines of Derry songs in the heavens after all these years. It's sort of like
Sense.
Aye, nearly that sort of, and about the family and everything, the families and what they've been through in the court case, and so Dref not getting prosecuted, and so the songs about that. And then I've got another one called Giants, which is about like Ireland and being from Ireland and going around the world and representing Ireland. We have a full album essentially of
originals?
of original songs. So
All Irish related.
it's going to be called Echoes of Ireland, same as the show.
Brilliant.
And then we're going to relaunch the show as Echoes of Ireland Revival. And the next show that I do, big show, will be similar show to what I did in the Millennium, but there'll be all the originals on there as well.
Brilliant. And are you on Spotify and all things?
Spotify, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram,
At Conor McGinty, just.
Conor McGinty. And then the website's conormcginty.com.
So you put a Conor McGinty Derry into the...
You'll get it.
You'll get everything.
You'll get it all.
Man, thanks for coming on.
That was brilliant, Conor.
Thanks for having me.
I would love to have you back as well in the future.
Aye.
So if you do a lot of these things,
Yeah, you know what? We'll get everything released, come back on.
100%.
after you do, you
get
know,
a
we'll
catch-up.
model again.
Maybe we'll be talking about Croatians or something
Aye.
next time. Here's that. Derry play
Who'd you
Croatia
skip the next round?
Croatia next Thursday. So I don't know what you call it. What do you call a team?
You know what? I hope Derry get them out. Get them out.
Get out there.
Get them. Get out of the next round. Get them out.
The wee candy stripes, the ultras.
The Brandybull Pride.
Let's get the prize.
Right, that'll do us.
Oh,
Thank you.
Cheers.
It's the big, massive podcast. Yo, the big, massive podcast. Oh, the best podcast by day, big, massive by night. Holy mess, you know I'm on a mess. Big, massive podcast.